Welcome to the Prompt Pay demonstration. The site for Prompt Pay subcontractor entries is dotawproject.nebraska.gov. When you go to this website, you'll be able to log in with the ID that you've been set up with. If it's the first time that you're logging in, you'll want to use another account and then type in your information here. If you've already logged into the system once, you can use your account that'll show up here. You're then able to enter your password and click sign in. You have the option to say that you'd like to stay signed in. Either option is fine here. When you log into the system, you'll see the dashboard. You'll see the support, contact information. For prompt payment business support, you can contact at this email address. For technical support and Ashtaware project issues, you can contact us either at this phone number or at this email. You also have external links to the quick reference guide that I'll make reference to as we go through this demonstration. The quick reference guide will allow you to view additional information about entering prompt payment subcontractor payments into the system. On the bottom half of the screen, you'll see the contracts that you have access to. I'm able to click on the 1266 contract. It then takes me to the list of all estimates that are associated with that contract. You can see here that it gives me some basic information, including the type of estimate, the amount paid, and the end date for that particular estimate. I'm going to enter a subcontractor payment on estimate 1. From this screen on this component, I can now see additional information about this estimate. Again, I can see the amount paid, I can see the previous amount paid to date, and the total paid to date. On the right side, I can see the estimate start date and end date. And then here is the date payment was made. This is the date contract payment was made to Warner, the prime on this contract. This is also the date that any subcontractor payments will be calculated against on this estimate. I can look at items that were on this particular pay estimate. So I can see that mobilization was what was paid. If I wanted to see all of the items on a particular contract, this would show me all of the items that are available. This tab is meant to be helpful just for narrowing down the particular items that were used on a given estimate. The Contractor Payments tab will show all payments that you've entered into the system for a given estimate. This estimate currently has no payments that have been made, so I'm going to add subcontractor payments from Prime by clicking this link. On this component, I now have the option to select the subcontractor that is being paid from Warner. I can press enter and it will give me a full list of all available subcontractors in the system. To narrow this list down, you can just start typing, and as you type, the system will search for that particular phrase within the name. If you have several similar vendors, you may want to add more information, and as you add more information, you're then able to narrow down the particular company that you're actually looking for. The payee payment number needs to be a unique number for this given payee. In this case, I'm going to start with 1. If I have additional payments that are made on this estimate for Diamond Engineering, I will then make those additional payments unique, or payment numbers unique. The date paid is the date that Diamond Engineering was paid. So I'll select the actual date that this payment was for. I'm going to then select the amount paid and enter that in. If the contract with Diamond allows for retainage, I'd also want to enter the retainage amount in the retainage dollars held box. On future payments, subcontractor payments, I may need to indicate that this retainage amount has been released and paid to the subcontractor. If that's the case, I would go ahead and select this box. By selecting this box, it does clear out the retainage dollars held, so you can't both release and hold dollars on the same payment. If you have withholding that is done for a given payee, you can select the withholding checkbox. When you select the withholding indicator checkbox, the withholding comments area becomes available. In this area, you'll want to enter information about why payment was withheld and the approval dates or date that was gotten from the Nebraska Department of Transportation. There's also a general comments section if you have additional clarification that you need to make about this payment, or if you're summing multiple payments to Diamond in a single entry. You will want to enter additional date and details about what this payment is indicating. You'll also note that you can get additional information by hovering over the label. You'll see a tooltip that displays for each field. This allows you to have a little bit of additional information. There is also additional information about the payment and each of these fields available on the quick reference guide. Once you have all of your information entered into your payment, scroll back to the top and click the Save button. The system will save that information and then show you the summary of the payment. You can see at this point it is read-only. When you are ready to sign a given payment, you can click on the Component Action button and click Sign Subcontract Payment. The system will generate a confirmation statement showing that the payment has been made and that you have made it to that particular subcontractor, as well as the contract and the date that it was paid. You may scroll down and click the next arrow button. If you have additional comments about the signing process or the payment itself, you can enter those here. Clicking the Sign Payment button will sign the subcontractor payment, entering your user information and the date signed. At this point, if I want to make additional payments on this particular estimate, I can click the Contract Payment quick link. So it'll take me back to my estimate. I'm now able to go to the subcontract payments. I can see my subcontractor payment here, along with some basic summary information. If I want to create a payment on a different estimate, I can go back to the contract payment overview. So allow me to select a different estimate and enter subcontractor payments for that. If I want to go to a different contract, I can click the Home button. That will return me to the dashboard, and I'm able to select the next contract that I need to enter subcontract payments for. For additional information, you can click the Quick Reference Guides link. Once you're here, you'll see Getting Started, Construction, Materials, and then Contractor. When you click on Contractor, you'll see the prompt payment instructions for Prime Contractor. By clicking this link, you'll be able to view the Quick Reference Guide and instructions. The Quick Reference Guide has some additional information that may be useful as you're entering payments into the system.